I used to be so obsessed with looking good and presenting myself before I leave the house. I used to have so much insecurities about my looks and about how I presented, how I showed up. Um, and that stemmed a lot from childhood. We were always told to be on point, be perfect, know your work, speak when you're spoken to. All these different things were just drilled down into us. And I used to think, damn it, I can't come on the internet looking crazy. And I just got out the shower and I washed my hair and I'm like, fuck it. It's real life we're dealing with. It's real emotions, real feelings, real life. And I used to just obsess about perfection and doing it right if I could. And then sometimes I could do it right, but there's so much power in not having to do it right. You know what I mean? Not having to always be perfect, have on the foundation, have on the makeup. I used to be a MAC girl. I'll probably show y'all a picture. But I used to be a MAC girl back in the day. And now that I'm doing this really inner deep work, this inner child work, mothering, learning how to mother my inner child, I feel like just I'm happy even just with me, just with how I am, with nothing on, with just stepping out of the shower with just me. And if that isn't enough for anybody, or even for um, my family or my friends, people who I wanted to love on, if that's not enough, I could be over here by myself, vibing with myself, holding myself down, feeding myself spiritually, listening to my meditations, being in my little delusional happy world, making my money, living my life. And it's just free, and it's just when you get to that stage, I promise you, when you get to that stage of I could just breathe, I can just be myself. I have the space and the wherewithal to just love myself, to just look in the mirror and say, Shri, I love you today. Today I love you. Tomorrow I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you next week. And it's so empowering. And I used to make this stop me from sharing my story, sharing, what's on my mind, sharing about my healing journey. I used to make that stop me. But I want other women not to see me as an example of pushing the limits, pushing the status quo, pushing against what we were told as little girls, and really excelling and really living full out and living loud and taking up space. Take up space, sis, because you know what? You deserve to. We all deserve to, even in our bare bones, most vulnerable state. 10 years ago, I would not be on here talking to you without no makeup. I wouldn't even leave my house without any makeup. I would have on foundation, concealer, blush, lipstick, lip gloss, liner, everything. Everything. And don't get me wrong, sis know how to, I can get there, but it's the freedom in knowing that I don't have to. It's the freedom in the mindset to tell me that I'm still worthy. I'm still enough. My bumps, my jagged brows, everything is still okay. It's still enough. And that's what I want women to take away from this little blurb, because I just had the biggest, just wonderful meditation. I just had the most beautiful talk with one of the women that I mentor, and we connected on so many levels, if you get what I mean. And I just want to share. I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. This is when I feel the most alive. This is when I feel the most worthy, when I'm talking to women, when I'm encouraging people, when I'm, being uplifting. That's when I feel the most alive. And yeah, I do law work for the hell of it, and because I thought I had to. But I think in this stage in my life, it's so beautiful because I get to choose again. I get to choose myself. I get to choose to pivot and to go in a direction that it's just for me. It's just for me, unapologetically for me. And I want to give you guys that charge. Do it for you. Do it for nobody else for you but you. Take that trip. Buy that car. Move to a new country. Put your job out there. Put out a video. Start a YouTube channel. Fall in love. Do something. But just live life excitingly and just intentionally. That's what I meant to say. Live life intentionally. And that's it. That's all I wanted to come on here and say. I can't believe it. I feel so free. I feel so free.